So, people that are here, something really important has happened, okay? And you know what? I might as well make this reaction a YouTube video because I kind of wanted to make this a YouTube video, but I decided to wait until stream, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna do a quick intro. Sup, y'all? How's it going? So, yesterday, something really important happened, okay? Something really important happened, and it gave me so many feelings, okay? So, and I've already seen this video, but I wanted to show it, you know, I wanted to make it its own video, and I wanted to show it, to my Twitch chat. Also, say hi to my Twitch chat. Sup, y'all. Yeah, anyway. Finally, after all this time, Steve has a message for us. Steve has a message for us. And we're gonna watch it. Okay, hang on. Here, I need to see chat. Here we go. Let's watch.
Hi. You got a second? Okay. You remember how when we were younger we used to run around and hang out with Blue and find clues and talk to Mr. Salt, freak out about the mail and do all the fun stuff, and then one day I was like, oh hey, guess what? Big news. I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe, he's your new best friend, and then I got on a bus and I left.
I know it! You did that, and me as a child was very confused. Like, I couldn't handle that. I just thought, like, why? Why is Steve leaving? What's going on? I didn't understand. And I love the way he said it, like, hi, yeah, here's, you know, big news, I'm leaving, here's my brother Joe, he's your new best friend, bye. And I'm like, well, why does he have to go?
Big news, I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe, he's your new best friend, and then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for, like, a really long time.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about that?
Yeah, please, please, I need answers.
Great. Because I realized that was kind of abrupt.
Yeah.
I just kind of got up and went to college. And that was really challenging, by the way, but great, because I got to use my mind and take a step at a time, and now I literally am doing many of the things that I wanted to do.
Aww.
And then look at you, and look at all you.
I love that wording, just because it reminds me of the song, you know? Like, remember the song, one of the songs in Blue's Clues, it's like, you take a step at a time, you can do anything that you wanna do. And that's what he said.
You have done and all you have accomplished in all that time. And it's just so amazing, right? I mean, we started out with clues, and now it's what? Student loans.
Yeah.
And jobs and families.
Yeah.
And some of it has been kind of hard. You know?
Yeah.
I know you know.
I do.
And I wanted to tell you that I really couldn't have done all of that without your help.
Aww.
And in fact, all the help that you helped me with when we were younger is still helping me today, right now. And that's super cool. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
Aww. Chat. Why? Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that, chat? I just had so many feelings. I know, it escaped. No, get back in there. Get that, get that tear back in there. chat. I did my whole makeup today, and I didn't think I was gonna cry again because I already watched this. I already watched the video yesterday. I watched it yesterday. I cried yesterday, so I thought you can show this on stream. You're not gonna cry. You'll be fine. And now I'm not fine. Ah! I hate it. I was really confused when I was little as to why he had to leave. Obviously, you know, he had to go to college. It's like, oh, he went to college. I was like, okay. And, you know, I gave Bob a shot. I watched a little bit of Blue's Clues once Bob took over, but it wasn't the same. And then I didn't watch Blue's Clues anymore because, you know, Steve was the best. And there were a lot of, like, confusions about, like, why Steve had to leave. And as far as I remember, I believe it was simply because his, you know, he was balding, that and he had to think like, well, what do we want to do? Like, do we want to use like wigs? Do we, you know, or do we? I don't know how's it gonna like I'm growing older. Like, how do we want to do this? And it just so happened that, you know, it was just that time. But yeah, I don't know. Or it was Joe? It was Joe or Bob? They're the same. All these generic names. Steve, Bob, Joe, Frank. It's anyway. But yeah. I'm emotional right now. Me too, because I love Blue's Clues growing up, and I think one of the really major unique things about Blue's Clues is that it wasn't just a cartoon. Because, like, you know, you have like Dora the Explorer or Sesame Street or all these other things, and all of the main characters are not people. All right? They're characters, but with Steve, there was like a person that we could relate to, and it's also kind of in the same boat as Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Same idea. It's like it's different when you have a person to relate to, that you look up to, instead of like a cartoon character, right? And I don't know. I really, really like Steve. And then he left and went to college. And then we never heard from him ever again. Why don't they just have him wear a hat like in this video? It would have been weird. I don't know. They just decided, you know, not to do that. So try to skidoo into books. I just jump on him. I know it didn't work. Yeah, they kicked him off because he was balding. Please be trying. No. They didn't kick him off because you know, he was balding. It was kind of like it was just kind of an agreement between both Steve and the producers, I believe. You know, I may have to double check this information. I may have to look it up again. But that's, as far as I understand, that was the main reason why this all happened. Let me look. Let me look right now, just in case. Why did Steve leave Blue's Clues? Ah, well, clearly I'm not the first person to you know, do this question. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Soldier walked down memory lane. 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues. Steve Burns put his signature green shirt and hat. Why he decided to leave the show. Let's see. The Pennsylvania native previously opened up about his decision to leave the show after people started to speculate about a bigger reason for his departure. People think I left the show to pursue a music career. That didn't happen at all. I left the show because it was simply time to go. I was pretty much playing a boyish, older brotherish kind of character on the show. Getting older, watching the crew members move on to other projects, pushed Burns to take that step away. It just felt like time. I just had the gut feeling that it was time to go. He shared in 2016. So, yeah, it was just because he was getting older, I guess. Yeah, after 6 years and 100 episodes, he would be leaving Blue's Clues. According to Johnson, he never wanted to become a children's host. He loved kids, but he could not make a lifelong career. I knew I wasn't going to be doing children's television all my life, mostly because I refused to lose my hair on a kids' TV show. It was happening fast. So I did. So I did read that somewhere. So yeah, he was losing his hair and he was getting older. The day following the filming of his final episode, he shaved his head, something he wanted to do for many years, but the show's producers would not allow it. On the fact section, when he asked why he shaved his head, it was making a statement. Okay. So the departure caused resurface of the rumors. You know, something like all these crazy claims. I definitely have heard some crazy claims about why Steve left the show, and it's all these like wild rumors, and obviously, you know, it wasn't any of those things. He just decided it was just time for him to go. I'm so glad that they did this. I'm so glad they did this. Like, this makes me so happy. Okay, we needed this closure. We needed this closure in our lives. We didn't know we needed it until it happened. Same. I thought I was okay. I thought I it's been years. I've moved on. I've accepted that, you know, that Steve left Blue's Clues very abruptly and that was it. But I wasn't okay. And then I saw this video. I'm just like, Steve. It's okay now. You know what? That is trauma. That's right. We were all traumatized when Steve left us. Just all of a sudden, just gone. It's like, what are we supposed to do? We're just supposed to accept Joe into our lives now. I don't know. I don't think I could quite put him at the level of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But he's definitely in that space where he was just someone that as a kid you really liked and really looked up to, you know? Yeah, literally everyone on the planet hated the new person. That's how upsetting it was. Right. And there was nothing wrong with Joe. There was nothing wrong with Joe. It's just we liked Steve more. I'm so glad that Nick Jr. addressed this. They realized, you know what? 25 years ago, that was kind of an abrupt exit. Not gonna lie. It pained a lot of kids. After helping so many kids grow, we kind of just shot them in the heart by doing this. Maybe we should try to heal some of that trauma now. Better late than never, I guess. Thanks for suffering with me, Twitch chat. I appreciate it. Also, Me6, you really gonna go over here and be this late? Like, 6:34? I've been streaming for 38 minutes! Now you decide to post, huh? Right here. Right. I mean, honestly, that's a good thumbnail, though. Okay, I guess Me6 was just waiting for the right thumbnail, but... Dang it, Me6. Why y'all gonna be late? Why you gotta be late like this? Me6, I did not pay for you to act like this. Okay? Or shape yourself up. Yeah, clickbait thumbnail. They're helping. Yeah. Me6 is learning. I know.